My name's Jamie Lopez. I am an IT project manager for a local bank in the Southwest region. So in August, Hurricane Ida came through Louisiana and ripped holes into our roof. There was a lot of water damage, and from that water damage, the mold kind of set in. We were about 3 weeks without power here, so we had to evacuate and leave, and the house just kind of sat, and the mold set in the stairwells and in our AC system and in the return air system. We left right after the storm, and we were in a hotel away from the house, talking with contractors, trying to get set up with someone to do remediation. And we found a company, and they came in and did the whole home remediation. They supposedly did the vents. I'm saying supposedly because, as you can tell, no, it didn't happen. It didn't work. So we had someone come in September of last year, and they did the mold remediation, and we were able to move back into our house in around Thanksgiving. And so when we came home, we noticed that, our allergies were bad. We started getting hives on our bodies again. And my daughter said, "Mom, I don't think they did a good job with the mold." And I was like, "No, they did. No, they're..." And I think that was just kind of trauma because I didn't want to have to move out of the house again. And turns out I had a mold tester come, and there was high concentrations of mold all through the house. So sadly, we packed up again and moved back out of the house. That was the worst. So at that point, I was desperate. I didn't know who to call, and I reached out to a community group on Facebook and asked if anyone knew of any mold remediation companies. And that's how I found out about Mold Zero USA. So I met with Jim. He came out to the house. I had probably about 5 companies lined up to interview because I wasn't going to just pick the first company. I was going to do my due diligence because last time it didn't work out too well. And but once I met with Jim, he instantly made me feel comfortable. He instantly made me feel like he truly cared about, what happened to us, and that he really wanted to help us get back home. Just the attention to detail, the way that he truly, was doing everything. Like, he even came into my house and found some other things that contractors hadn't found that were from the storm. So things that aren't even his forte, he was able to help me, notice them and get them fixed and have insurance help me out. I had actually told Jim that, I hate this house. I want to sell it. I want to get rid of it. And he's like, "I'm going to make you love your house again." And yes, he absolutely did that. It was incredibly easy, the fogging process. So when Jim and his team showed up, the Mold USA team showed up, there really wasn't a lot for me to do in preparation. I was nervous about a pile of laundry that I had in the laundry room, and he was like, "Don't worry about it. We'll just lift up the pieces of clothing and we'll fog it, and the mold will go away." He even popped out some baseboards in some of the areas that were really saturated and fogged inside the walls, and inside the AC system and the ducts and everything. And there was one point where they fogged the entire house, upstairs and downstairs. And he said that there's a hang time where the solution that they spray is supposed to stay in the air for a certain amount of time, and it actually didn't. So he went and did the whole house again, didn't charge me extra, but fogged the entire house again, just because he didn't like the fact that it didn't stay long enough, just to make sure. So he really, with everything from communication, professionalism, the day of the job, he even bought me a bottle of wine that he's like, he's a amateur sommelier, and he bought me a bottle of wine and said, "On your first night home, I want you to drink this wine and just relax." And it's honestly been great since then. Since we moved back home, all of our allergies are better. We don't have the skin issues anymore. We're not getting sick. I can breathe. My house smells good again. So I cannot thank Mold Zero USA enough for that. They fog the house and then they open up the windows, and once that stuff dissipates, because it's not toxic what they put in the house, but it works to get rid of the mold. And we came home that night and it was wonderful. Oh, it was done in about 4 hours, I want to say. It was a very fast process, but very effective. Because I was almost a little nervous that it was so quick, but no, it was a very quick, painless, and easy process. Yeah, so if anyone suspects that they have mold in their house, if your house smells old, make sure you call Mold Zero USA. I wouldn't waste my time talking to any other people, because I have learned that Mold Zero USA is the company that is going to treat you like family. They are gonna, Jim is gonna be fantastic with you, talk you through everything so you understand everything, and he's gonna make sure that your house is safe and healthy and that your family can live in a mold-free home and not have any issues.